Hello, I'm Danny, and welcome to another episode. As this, I'm serious about holding myself accountable and not self-sabotaging. So I'm gonna give you little updates until it becomes ingrained in a part, an everyday part of life. So if you're tired of hearing these little updates on how I'm trying to make sure I keep on top of my shit, I'm really sorry, not sorry. Anyway, so I'm really proud of myself. So yesterday I sat down and I spent the day collating all the content I wanted for my YouTube channel. So what I've been doing is, as I've mentioned in the previous video, I will get up in the morning and I'll make sure that from Monday to Friday, those are my working days. Okay, so from Monday to Friday, I'll make sure I'll post 3 times on Instagram. I'll post 1 time on TikTok. I'm working on that one. I'm trying to get it up to 2. Not trying, I will get it up to 2. So at the moment, okay, start again. Okay. So when I decided to go on this journey of holding myself accountable, I said, let me start with YouTube, and that was a disaster. Because of all the mental blocks that I had, like, oh, the lighting, oh, the camera, oh, the this, oh, the that. Like, I spent a lot of time, I thought I'd spent a lot of time working on my issues with perfectionism, only to realize that I haven't really. And it really shows up is when it comes to YouTube content. So I just kept on putting it off because the lighting's not right. And then I bought lighting. And even now, I would like apologize for the lighting, but I'm trying not to be in the habit of apologizing for stuff. I will get there. I've actually got like the whole kit. I've got the kit, I've got the camera, I've got like all the bits to make it look like a professional production. And it takes a lot of effort, and then when I think about it too much, I get in my head and then I self-sabotage. So I said, okay, cool. The best way to get at this would be to start small. And what I can do, because like I'll be posting every day on my WhatsApp status. Those who got my number know that I'm always on there, always talking about some things, And then I realized that, I can just change the medium. So instead of like rabbiting away on WhatsApp, maybe it would make more sense for me to do that on Instagram so that I can build up my consistency. I can build that muscle for showing up for myself. So I make sure that Monday to Friday, that's what I'm doing. Excuse me. I make sure Monday to Friday I'm posting 3 times a week, 3 times a day. So I'll get up first thing in the morning and I will do my quote of the day, and then get up, get showered, make some breakfast. And usually when I'm making breakfast, or just before I make my tea, or after I've made my tea, as I have, before the kids get up and stuff, usually I have a moment to myself. That's when I'll do my post on Instagram. That's posting my initial thoughts of the day, or whatever's been bothering me, whatever's been on my mind, whatever I'm pressed to share. And then later on in the day, I'll share whatever random stuff I wanted to share on there as well. So what I've done is I've incorporated, so I let that go for a few weeks, and then I started incorporating TikTok into it. So I'll do my quote in the morning while I'm still in bed. Before I get out, I'll do my TikTok video. So with TikTok, what I've done is I'll have the background and then I'll write whatever code I need to write with my music. I'm not so good when it comes to dancing and stuff. I feel like that's like for people who've got the energy and the time to do it. Like, I'm a talker, guys. Listen. So then by the time I get out of bed, I've already ticked 2 of the goals that I wanted to achieve for the day, which is making sure I posted my quote in the morning, whatever thought it is that I want to leave the day with or share with everybody. And then I've posted on TikTok, so that's really 2 ticks. Get up, get showered, come downstairs, make a cup of tea. As I'm sipping my tea, I'm doing my next post. Tick again. So I know that there's a lot of people that say, oh, you need to post on certain times, you need to do certain things in a certain way. And I tried to to follow what all these gurus are saying, to make sure you crack the algorithm. Ain't nobody got time. Okay? Where I am in my life right now, where I am trying to battle with my perfectionism issues and stuff, I've got no time to try and crack the algorithm. Okay? I don't. I don't have the capacity to be trying to make sure I post at this time and that time, because what happens is when I get bogged down in all of that stuff, then my mind becomes fixated on the perfectionism. Am I making sense? So my mind becomes fixated on the perfectionism of it. I have to make sure that I get it right, because otherwise I'm not going to have any followers, I'm not going to have any this, I'm not going to have any this, and how is the message going to get out there, and I spent a very, very long time doing that, and it got me nowhere. So the whole purpose of doing these videos and having YouTube and having, TikTok and all of this stuff is to help myself, and in the process share that process, and in the hope that it will help you, and you will help somebody else, and we will all get to this place of being able to do stuff differently and grow and work on our personal development. So I had that going. So I had Instagram going, and I found my groove. So what would happen before, right? What would happen previously is I would go for like a week, 2 weeks, or I'll create all this content and schedule it in, and then, it would look like I'm posting consistently, and then, perfectionism will kick in, or that little voice, that self-sabotaging voice would kick in and be like, you ain't got the time for this. Look how imperfect it is. You ain't got the time. Who do you think you are? Stuff that in the end would hinder my progress so much that I'd actually stop. I would stop posting, and then sort of hide away, because I'm so flawed and so imperfect, and who do I think I am? Self-sabotage. Anyway, so back to the story. Posting on Instagram, I had that going consistently. So this is posting 3 times a day on Instagram, Monday to Friday. Take my little break on the weekend. Rest assured, come Monday, I'm back on it, and I couldn't be prouder of myself. And I know there's some watching this going, really? Like, for real? Like, it's different when you have to get up and go to a job, okay? Because you're afraid if I don't show up for the job on time or whatever, I'm going to lose my job, which means I'm not going to get paid, blah 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 blah. So in a sense, you are held accountable by the fact that you need to earn a living, right? But when you are doing something that you ain't got no boss, it is very easy to allow the programming to interfere. You know what I mean? Because 1, 2, 3, self-sabotage will be in your head before you know it, you're not doing anything. So after I keep on going, so back to it, and then I don't go. Anyway, focus. Okay, focus. So so back to Instagram. So now, like, a month goes by, 2 months go by, and I'm consistently posting, and I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. I can't actually show up for myself, and I can take a break for 2 days and then come back. And I can explain to others, and in a sense, explain to myself what I need to do in order to show up for myself. So I've gotten to the place now where I am in the routine. I'm comfortable. Perfectionism is still there. It's still an issue, which is what I'm starting to work on now. So I've made a commitment to myself to add to the work that I'm doing. So every day I'm still going to make sure I'm posting on Instagram. Yesterday, as I started at the beginning of the video, I was saying yesterday I spent the day sort of collating all the information and all the posts and everything that I wanted for Facebook, and that's for a week in advance. So I've lined it up for a week, and then the commitment to myself is on the weekend that I'm going to dedicate either Sunday or whatever it is in the evening or whatever it is to collating my posts for Facebook for the rest of the week. Because what I've realized is I can't juggle everything. When I try and juggle the Instagram posts and the TikTok posts and the YouTube posts and the YouTube and something falls. So something has to be automated somewhere. So I've decided that Facebook is the one that's going to be automated. So I've lined up 3 posts a day. I'm so proud of myself. Listen, 3 posts a day for the whole week, set off to go at certain times. And then this weekend, it's going to be the real test, because this weekend is when I'm going to sit down and dedicate time to collating all the posts and stuff that I want for next week on Facebook. Remember, Instagram and TikTok is an everyday thing. Which leaves me with YouTube. Leaves me with YouTube. My aim is to make sure that I can do 2 posts a week. And the voice in my head now is going, yes, me. Okay, that's the aim. The aim is to be able to do 2 posts a week. And the way, I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it. Like in my mind, it's like, okay, you know what, on the day you're feeling inspiration. But the truth of the matter is, it's easy now because the kids are on holiday. You know what I mean? When they're not on holiday, you know, when I'm running around doing my business stuff and whatever, I don't know how that's going to work out. What I do know is I made a commitment to myself to show up, to hold myself accountable, and to hold myself reliable, and trust myself and trust the process. So I don't know what that looks like. It's just a quick update to say, look, the self-sabotage thing is real, as you guys already know, and working through it is an everyday thing. Now, if you haven't already followed my other social media stuff, please do. I try to make sure that I post different things on different mediums. Now, there are going to be some overlaps, you know what I mean? And I like the idea of having different content on different platforms. Maybe I'll end up with burnout. I don't know. I don't think so. I got a lot to say. So you'll find that the posts on my YouTube will be different to the posts on my TikTok, which will be different to the posts on my Instagram. And of course, YouTube is long form, so we can actually have full-on conversations and stuff like that. But speaking about not self-sabotaging, I've always wanted to foster an environment for my children where they have the freedom to express themselves, they have the freedom to explore who they are and explore the world through different mediums. And this piece of artwork you can see right here was done by my 8-year-old, and I'm so proud of him because, you know, he's one of these people that has embodied. He has truly, you know, you don't know. You can tell I'm excited, isn't it? You don't know how well you are doing or whether the lessons you're trying to teach are landing until you see the people around you, or your kids or your family or whoever it is, acting on it. So I try to make sure that I embody curiosity and playfulness and authenticity and all these things that I like them to be able to learn at this age, so that when they out in the world, you know, later on in life, they will have the tools to be able to navigate this world. And this is a piece of artwork that he did. They all love art. One of the things that really got me this week that was so cool, he asked me to teach him how to sew, and he's 8 and he made these guys. Now, for anybody who's out there saying, oh, but he's not that good, the fact that this child decided by himself to ask me to teach him how to sew because he's seen me making dresses and all this stuff means I'm on the right path. And that is... How is your journey going? Before I start crying all over the place. How's your journey going? Have you been able to start implementing things to work on showing up for yourself? How is the journey to moving away from self-sabotaging? How's that going? I know it's a battle. I know it's a you know what I mean? It shows up in so many different ways. But the fact that you are even watching this video is a testament to the fact that you are ready to do what it takes to show up for yourself Because, honey, ain't nobody gonna save you. No one's gonna save you, you know? And the sooner we accept that, and the sooner we find the courage to show up for ourselves, the sooner we can live more fulfilling lives. Thank you so much, Umtini. Yeah, read this out loud. I am enough. Thank you so much for tuning in, Umtini. I hope you have a fantastic week, year, day, minute, hour, second. Yeah, and if you haven't had anybody like reach out or anything today, I just want to say to you, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for showing up for yourself. I'm proud of you for having the courage to be yourself. I'm proud of you for deciding to take a different path. I'm proud of you for deciding to do things differently and taking a step out in faith. You know, keep at it. It's a difficult road sometimes, but it is well worth it. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Make sure you like, share, click, subscribe. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Yeah, those things. Yeah, just thumbs up. Yeah, anyway, have a good day.